I think the thing that I've learned from my career is that, we are incredibly creative in finding ways to solve problems. We see that in medicine all the time. There's always possibility. There are solutions to every problem. It's just about whether or not you're willing to work for it. I'm Lennox, and I'm the MPP for Hamilton Centre. I grew up in a small town called Minden, Ontario. It's in the Haliburton Highlands region, kind of cottage country area. So lots of swimming and boating and fishing. There was a lot of the spirit of community caring, neighbors looking out for each other. The hardest job I ever had before politics was being a family doctor. I think it's the most incredible job in the world, but tons of hard work, lots of complexity, really, really intense job. Honestly, what gets me up in the morning and what keeps me going is just this idea of this aggregate human attempt to sort of better our situation and better the world for those around us. And I've always felt this kind of pull that every single person has something to contribute to that. And so I think with everything that I do, I just kind of want to make sure that I'm doing my part. There was one Aristotle quote that goes something like, where your talents and the needs of the world intersect, there lies your vocation. Oh, I have a million lists all the time. I live on lists. I love a written, old-fashioned list. I keep a notebook I have several different notebooks of different lists. No, that is how I live my life, is by list. Quite a few years ago now, we realized that when our patients went into hospital, particularly those who were using substances, there was no team in place to be able to help them and to use that as an opportunity to address their whole health, including their substance use. So we launched a team called the Substance Use Service, which has now grown from one hospital and 4 people to a whole citywide service with peers and nurses and a whole array of doctors from different specialties. So I'm very, very proud of that team. I love everything about Hamilton. I think it is the perfect size city. I think it still feels like a really small, tight-knit community, even though you have sort of everything that a big city had. Yeah, it's a wonderful community to live in.
You can be mean to Toronto if you want.
I don't need to be mean to Toronto. I think we just, yeah.
Like Hamilton.
When something's good, you don't need to say something else is bad. I'm a New Democrat because it's the only party I've ever supported. It's the only party that aligns with my values and that I can really see putting people at the center of policy, particularly on the issues that got me into politics. So housing, healthcare, addressing the overdose crisis, those are the things that really matter to me, and I know they really matter to the Hamilton Centre community. I get the on-the-ground perspective. So, I work in hospitals, I work in community care, I understand what that experience is like, and I also have the privilege of hearing so many people's stories. And I want to be able to use this role to amplify those stories and to actually use my experience to make positive change.